if you are going to be wealthy, then there has to be the possibility. Something has to make that wealth possible. Otherwise, if it is not possible to be wealthy, then all your belief that you are going to be wealthy is going to be a misplaced belief. So, for instance, let me ask you a question. Anybody? Let me choose Odinaka. He's my brother. Odi, come. Just test. Let me ask him a question. He can answer it. Okay, your matter. What is the possibility that if you go home after service, you will see your great-grandfather?
It's not possible, sir.
It's not possible. He's laughing. It's not possible. What of your great-grandmother? You didn't meet themselves. Supposing you have a son, and that son somehow begins to believe that he will meet your great-grandfather when you go back after service. And he's convinced, I must meet him when we go back. Then I think I'll meet my great-grandfather. What will you tell him? Stop dreaming, Abi. And he insists. Abi? That's madness that started coming. Because to keep hoping for something that will not happen is to set yourself up for frustration. Because it will never happen. Thank you. That's something. Yesterday when I was talking to the students, we came up with something called hopeless hope. Hopeless hope is where you are hoping that something will happen that will never happen. You are going to meet the certain frustration someday. So if we are talking about I'm going to be wealthy, what is the chance? I need to know that, you see, you don't do a business until you know there is a chance of success. What's the chance if I try this, it will work? And that's what I want us to explore. Now, let me make my first point. And I want you to listen very carefully. If you are going to get to wealth, you have to try your best, or try your possible best, to do away with the idea of miracle wealth. I want that to sink in. I'm talking about possibility. Right? Listen, you are free to hope for what you want to hope for. You are free to dream what you want to dream. But possibility. Because if you believe it, pray for it, go for it, and the great-grandfather is not there, if you go back home, you're not going to see him. You have to do away with the possibility or the idea of a miracle wealth. Why? Because there is nobody in history and in time who has got miracle wealth. There's no one in your Bible. There's no one alive. There's no one in the church. There's no one in the world. Abraham did not get miracle wealth. He was a businessman. He was a cattle rearer. Solomon did not get miracle wealth. He was a son of a king. Job was a businessman. Nobody in the Bible. In the world, nobody. Bill Gates does not have miracle wealth. Dangote does not have miracle wealth. Ronaldo does not have miracle wealth. Messi does not have miracle wealth. Bishop Oyedepo does not have miracle wealth. I heard him say, I work an average of 18 hours a day. I heard him. I was seeing him say it. You've not even worked 10 hours a day. Average. So some days he doesn't sleep. And you work like that for 20 years and you now get whatever kind of wealth, and they say it's a miracle wealth. Always let work 18 hours first a day at anything, push truck. Papa Deboye does not have miracle wealth. He was a university prof before he went to the ministry.